Hi, I'm Marie. Welcome to 50 Plus Home and Gardening. Today we're going to go for a Monday stroll. It's always good to do it at the beginning of the week so that if you need something that needs to be addressed, we can take care of that. Remember, it's February now, but spring is coming along and you don't want that chaos to be crazy and you have all these things that really should have been done in the winter time. So let's get those things done now. So I first want to do principle 2, which is your phone. Carry your phone in your pocket, and I want to have my water with me in case I stay out there for a long time. And then I want to use principle 4. We're going to get our notebook. We're going to get a notebook out, and any size you want, just to jot down a few things that need to be addressed. And then we want to do principle 7. Check the weather. If Monday's not a good day for a stroll, a Tuesday stroll is good too. Wednesday, whenever you can get out, that's a good time. We're going to make sure that everything stays neat and clean. No weeds. Try to get those weeds right away. So write down the beds that need to be worked on. If you can number your beds or name them, you can name them like I have a pump garden or I have an English garden. Maybe it's not English to someone else, but it's my English garden. And I have an Italian garden and I have a south side garden. So name your beds so that you can address the south side needs, whatever it needs. And you can get those on your notepad. And then the next time you go out, tackle it. And then right now is a good time to look for bugs. If you need to address aphids or a bug problem you had last year, maybe you had some slugs, it's a good time to start putting some. I use Captain Jack's slug and bugs, it's like a powder, and that addresses a lot of different bugs. So get the products you need. Ace Hardware has a lot of good things. Lowe's, Home Depot, nurseries. So get your insecticide soaps down in the winter time and get those problems addressed immediately. So if you have slugs, put that powder down. Aphids, earwigs, any of those things, we're going to address those today. This is the time to do things before March is like March Madness and everything is in bloom. First of all, look at all the annuals and see if they need any pruning. That looks good. And now look over your property just a little bit for weeds. It's looking good, just moving on. Just look over things. All right, I cut back the oregano. We'll see if it comes back, but it was looking pretty sad. A glorious pot. Just gonna take off some things. Clean them up. Pansies love the winter, but they will look a little sad for a while, but in the spring you'll have full flowers and it'll look so gorgeous. They look so pretty. This bed looks really good. No weeds. Okay, we got trouble right here in River City. Look at that. Deer. Probably not bunny because it's a little high. And they would have gotten more damage down low. But look at they ate. All right, so this is euonymus, one of the new plants that we planted. Here's the deal. Since I know my deer love it, now they haven't touched my arbs. Weirdly enough, this bowling ball, which actually looks kind of rough, but no, he's soft and supple. So they haven't touched that, and that's an arb. I thought this was a juniper or something, or a cedar, and it's not. This says arbavita. So they haven't touched that, and it's right next to this. So now I know that what is tasty to them. What I'm going to do temporarily is I'm going to cage him and I will transplant him closer to the house and see if I can save it. All right, that's the cage I'm using. I have a bunch of these. I made these. If you look really close, I just took, this is tomato sticks. I cut them and I put them into a 4 square on the bottom, and then I just took chicken wire and I just made a shape. And it worked. And to make that seam, I took a flower wire, or I'm not sure what it's called, but it's real thin, and it's to make flower arrangements. And I just took that and I weaved it like basket weave, and I made a little, I mean, look at it from a distance. Isn't it cute? Anyways, I made a couple of those a couple of years ago, and I just use them whenever the deer bother it. So hopefully the deer will stay away, and I'll save that guy. He'll recover. In the meantime, I raked this peony bed that's right next to where this tree came down. I raked it and I cut it down, so let's take a look at it. The back of the bed has irises. Very pretty. I love them. They're dark purple. And then the front, I cut out all the peonies. Nothing ever looks good in the winter, but the bed is clean, neat, tidy. There are about 5 peonies, pink peonies, in this bed. Really nice. Okay, a little damage on my green giants. As you can see, probably that deer did the same thing like they'd like to do on my skinny branches. They like to rub their antlers down on skinny branches. Really annoying because they've kind of opened up this area. I don't know. I thought this would be safe out here. I didn't know green giants were, but it doesn't matter. If they want to scratch their antlers on things, they're going to do it. So kind of left a skinny, I don't know. We'll see if it grows. That's terrible. They kind of did it on this one just a little bit too. They just like to get their antlers in there and scratch, 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 and then I don't know, they make havoc. But the rest of it looks good. It's going to be a wonky tree. We'll see. It'll be a little Charlie Brown. That's okay. It was a stick. So that's how much it grew in 1 year. This is the sleeper year. Then it will be the creeper year next year, and then the leaper. Hopefully they won't bother it by then. It's always nice to look around your property to see what needs to be done. All right, this is the back of the property. All of our trees, little baby trees. If they don't get damaged by more deer, we'll have more evergreens, which I want. And there's the cows, my neighbor, and there's our house, and the John Deere shed, which I may change someday. It's a little bit wonky. These are the 5 green giants that are all together up on the hill. I love, love, love this crabapple, but he loves to sucker. Look at all those suckers. So if you look right up here on this branch, that's a sucker, sucker, sucker. Anything that's straight up are like water sucker branches. You don't want those. They make the tree look really terrible, and they sap all the water from the tree. So take anything that's from a branch that's going straight up. There's one here, 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 here. There's like, 5 or 6 of them right there. And then there's one right there. And there's actually many of them. I don't know if you can see it. One there, one there, one there. There's quite a few suckers. I'm going to come in here, and that's what I'm going to get when I'm outside. In February, that's the time to whack off, take off branches. My beautiful oak. It's a wonky oak, but I actually like it. It's sort of gnarly. Really gnarly. I don't think this needs any cutting. It just has a good shape. It's really pretty. I don't see any water suckers, and it's a nice tree. Crepe myrtle stick. Not much to look at. I'm going to move that to right by the door because it's just sort of hidden back here. Nobody hardly goes back here, and it's kind of small from the street. So I'm going to get something big to cover this wall all the way up. All right, this was an aphid problem. This is still in early February. I put some Captain Jack's flower powder, get rid of bugs and aphids, and even inside here I put powder inside there, and I don't know where the aphids are coming. This is a hot spot in my whole garden, and they love it over here because I had to cut this rose bush down because even in the winter those aphids love themselves. So I cut them out and threw the rose stems away and put the powder down. We'll see how that works. Look what I found February 1st. Oh, look. So these are sort of a carnation style, really pretty. They don't have a lot of leaves. I found out last year they were under the U, and so I thought, well, maybe they just had struggled all these years because it didn't get enough sun. But they have a little bit more leaves this year. So last year I thought they were aliens. They just had their buds, but they had no leaves. So look, so it's much more full in the leaf department. See all the leaves? Last year they didn't have any leaves. Oh, so here's another sedum, and something like a snowdrop that was here. And these were here. Cutesies. Okay, so this one here, and this one here, and this one here, they're the same. And what it was is there was like a clump that was over here by itself, random. And so I just divided them, and I put them in little threes. So when they get larger, they'll be kind of like spreading this area with the same kind. This sort of brings a wave effect. There's that one and that one. So several of them are the same. So this one's the same, this one's the same, and this one's the same. Those are daffodils, and they'll come at the same time. And then right behind that, you've got sedum, sedum, sedum. I'm going to take this rose bush out. I'm going to put it in the front yard because I want to enjoy roses from the garden to the kitchen very easily. When I come out here, this is the south side. It's a long way down the hill just to get a rose, so kind of annoying. So I'm going to move I moved most of my roses uphill. Look at the daylilies coming back. I just remember doing this. My goodness, look at them. They're just all coming back. Okay, now you can see where they are. And this looks good. The butterfly bush that I cut back is looking good. Love it. Yeah. Oh, wow. You know what? There needs to be a garden jig every time we see something like this. I mean, look at that. That is happiness. Look at the sedum. And more daffodils. Oh, this is great. Look at all the babies on that lamb's ear. Look at this family of joy. These were all divisions from those baby lamb's ear. So fun. I'm going to have a whole bed of them. Perennial gardens. This is all perennials. Look at them. Irises, sedum, red hot poker, and lamb's ear. You can divide and divide and divide these things and get more plants. I created a whole bed just last year from all the ones I already had. All right, I need to change my flag. These are all fall. Oh, look, I have a summer one. Isn't that pretty? Here's another summer. Pretty flag. That's nice. Gonna do that. But you know what? The daffodils are coming. Look. Let's do that. A little bit early, but let's do it anyways. I'm looking forward to yellow. Okay, I love that, but it's time to move on. I'm looking forward to spring, so I want something springy. I like this because it has a close right here, and then you just put this over the top of both, and they don't go down the street. They used to go down the street when I had just a hook, but now look. Oh, the daffodils are right next to them. Daffodils. The pansies are in the pot, and the daffodils are coming. Love it. So we got a lot of things done. We looked over a lot of things. And so what I want you guys to do is keep moving, keep gardening, and stay creative. And I'll see you next time.